Hi, everybody. It is Johanna with Orbital Astrology. And yes, I know it is Sunday. It is not Saturday when I usually do the forecast, but we yesterday were busy having a lovely event with astrologer and author Michael Bartlett. So he came down from Santa Fe to talk about his book, Astrological Mavericks. We had a great presentation with a bunch of awesome people, and it was just so amazing and fabulous. So I apologize for not doing the forecast yesterday, but here I am. Happy Sunday. It is Sunday the 19th, and we are almost to Libra season. That's really the big deal this week. Also, if you're going to be here on live, let me know if you can hear me okay, because I know I've had some issues with my sound. So if you are here, say hi. Say you can hear me okay. If you can't, let me know. And we are going to be moving into Libra season. So we have a lot of planetary energy going on with Libra, because we have Mars in Libra. We also have Mercury in Libra, and then it's going to be going retrograde later this month. And so we do have a lot of like this airy, intellectual idea, communication-based energy coming up. So if you've had lots of random, ideas come up for you, if you feel like very mentally stimulated this week or have been feeling mentally stimulated, just like you have to do the thing, you have an idea and you just want to go for it, or you're having lots of conversations with people. I mean, Libra really is about balance. It's about sharing. It's about collaborating. It's about, maybe being a little diplomatic. So you may have had to put yourself in between a situation that you may not have been excited about, or maybe you are excited about it. Like if you are a big Libra type person, if you have a lot of Libra in your chart, then you probably do find yourself pretty comfortable with being in the middle, or having to delegate, or having to explain one side to the other, or playing devil's advocate. That's all very Leo energy or Libra energy. So if you have all that energy being activated for you right now, you're really going to feel it this week, because as of Wednesday the 22nd, we are officially into Libra season. So the sun will ingress or enter or move into the sign of Libra officially on Wednesday the 22nd. So if you're here live, say hi to Sharon. I see you in there. Super excited to see you. I hope you're having a great night. And it is a big deal that Libra season starts, because it's kind of this pivotal moment in our year. Every single time the sun moves into a cardinal sign, that is a marker in our regular calendar year, in the astrological year, because we really do live with this solar year. We designate our lives based on the seasons. And I think everybody's like, okay, over summer, it's still 90 degrees here in Albuquerque, so I think everyone's ready for a little bit of a cool down. We all want fall to sort of appear, show itself, and officially that means that fall is starting when Libra season starts. So as of Wednesday the 22nd, we're going to be in it. And we've already been kind of getting a preview of Libra season because of the other planets that are currently in Libra, Mercury and Mars. But we also need to think about, who is really in charge of all of this energy. And that is Venus, because Libra is ruled by Venus. And so when these two other planets are moving through Libra, and then when the sun joins them on Wednesday, every one of them is kind of looking to Venus. What is Venus doing? How is she feeling? How is she expressing her energy right now? And that will sort of give an overall, hierarchy or tone of what Libra season is going to be for us. Because when planets are in a sign where the other planet is the strongest, and Libra is the strongest, or Venus is the strongest in Libra and also Taurus, it's like they're all in Libra's house, or where you're coming over to your friend's house and Libra is the mom, or she's the one that you have to follow the rules with. And if mom's not happy, no one's happy. That type of energy is very much about what planet is in charge of all of the other planets that are in its sign. So where is Venus right now? Venus is in Scorpio. So that's a little, that was kind of an interesting wrench in the gang, because Venus in Scorpio is not super open, super positive, super loving. Not to say Scorpios aren't loving people. I have plenty of Scorpio friends, but they keep it under wraps a little bit more. They keep their feelings to themselves. They're always thinking about the bigger picture. They're always thinking about what the truth of the matter is. I mean, they don't do small talk. They don't really care how the weather is. They want to know how people are functioning deep down. How are you really feeling? And if you're not going to be telling that to somebody up front, they're going to figure it out. So all of these planets moving into Libra, especially with Libra season starting officially, we are going to be looking at Venus and Scorpio and that energy of maybe a little bit, I know I already talked about this last week, a little bit darker, right? A little bit more psychological, not so superficial, right? I mean, sometimes we do give Libras a bad rap because of the superficiality that's involved with appearances, making sure everything is aesthetically pleasing. That's very Libra energy, and great for them. We need that in our society. I mean, if everything's just full of intense Scorpio energy all the time, we're not going to be able to function, and we need to take a break from that intensity. So, God bless all the Libras out there who are adding that aesthetic energy, that harmonizing energy, that making sure everybody's okay energy, the peaceful energy, the balanced energy. So we are kind of getting a blend of those two energies as we go into Libra season starting on Wednesday. Now, of course, that's not all that's happening this week. There's a ton of stuff going on. It's really kind of a preview, I think, as to what this upcoming Mercury retrograde is going to be. So kind of pay attention. I think I talked a little bit about it last week, is what ideas, what issues, what conversations, what's coming up for you and what's been happening for you, because all of that is going to be retraced over Mercury retrograde. So when Mercury goes backwards, right now we're in the shadow period of all of the issues that it's going to go and redo and relook at and reevaluate. So, kind of getting a head start on that, getting like, oh, okay, astrology is there so we can plan, so we can be aware, so we can understand what's coming. So yeah, just pay attention this week, see what's happening. And it's probably pretty obvious, like the conversations, the things, the ideas. And if it's not, take some time to start checking in with yourself, and maybe at the end of the night, start writing down all the things that were coming up for you today, or in the morning, think about, what dreams you were having, or whatever ideas are going to be coming up. Write them down in a notebook. I talked about that during the Virgo new moon because it was really, Virgo likes to physically put things into the world, and through ideas, they want to actually create their ideas in something that's useful and tangible and real world. So that's kind of a good intro, because we're having the pinnacle, or the height of that Virgo new moon coming into fruition this week, which would be tomorrow, Monday the 20th, because we're having a Pisces full moon. So tomorrow is the full moon. So that's kind of another level of like this heightened sense. If you're getting like pings, or you're getting downloads or aha moments or whatever ideas are coming to you, they're probably a little bit more charged because of that full moon energy that's coming up for everybody starting tomorrow. So the full moon happens at 28 degrees Pisces tomorrow, and then happens about 5:54 p.m. and that's mountain time, so adjust for your time zone. And yeah, that's going to be an interesting kind of intuitive new moon. It's going to be, I think it's going to be a little weird because there's so much air energy happening right now with all the Libra, and Mercury becoming so triggered, I think, because it's in its shadow right now. But Pisces is a water sign, so you may be a little overwhelmed tomorrow emotionally because you've been so focused on ideas or communication lately, that either can be a good switch into something more feeling oriented, or maybe you're able to finally start downloading or processing all of these different ideas that have been coming to you, and how it emotionally feels. How do you actually feel about all these ideas that are coming to you? Do they feel good? Do they feel bad? Are you feeling anxious? Are you feeling excited? Are you feeling just check in with your heart, check in with your emotions. of course, when we started this cycle, this new lunation cycle, with the Virgo new moon 2 weeks ago, I really asked people to like physically write down their intentions or start something, like a health plan or something that you can see tangible results, something that you can actually track and bring into the world, like as a physical manifestation. So it'll be interesting to see how that is showing its true colors, basically, starting tomorrow on that Pisces full moon. So hopefully you made some awesome um, intentions, or you planted some amazing seeds in an area of your life wherever that Virgo moon was happening for you, and then we get to see the results of that, or you can see at least the like the revelation of what that really is showing up for you in your life. How is that coming um, into reality? So, I mean, the full moon is like a spotlight. So with the new moon, we didn't know what was happening because we're in the dark. We just could think about what we want, and then we'll start seeing that seed come up or the plant come up. And now we're in the full moon phase, which is like the tree, the flower, the fruit has blossomed or sprouted, or whatever analogy you want to use to show a harvest or the fruition of your goals. And that's going to be happening tomorrow. So we have a ton more stuff going on this week. The nodes are going to be activated. Mars in Libra is activating the North Node in Gemini. The nodes are almost ready to leave the signs of Gemini and Sagittarius to move into Scorpio and Taurus. So it'll be interesting to see what comes up with this full moon. It may be kind of a big event, because Mars is also triggering what happened during the eclipses this year. So if you think back to the early part of the summer, the late part of the spring, the eclipses that were going on then you can think, have I taken action in something involved in those eclipses? Has something shifted in my life to make something where I can move in a specific direction, where I can go for it, where, Mars is all about taking action. It's about a physical decision to do something. Also, it can also show up as, aggression or anger. So that may show up in the full moon energy as like triggering for people about the events that happened early in the summer or in the spring, late spring of this year. So what else is going on? We got a lot of stuff. I mean, Mercury is really active. The day that it moves into, or the day we start Libra season on Wednesday, Mercury is going to make a square to Pluto. So that can be also a big news day, a another big aha moment day, another big kind of a reality check with the words that are being said, with the communications that are happening with you, with the ideas that are coming to you. That may be the litmus test for you. Is this actually going to work in the real world? Because Pluto does not how do you say it? It doesn't like to, kind of Scorpio-ish. It doesn't like small talk. It doesn't like the fluffiness. It cuts to the core. So if your idea is not going to function in reality, you're going to know by Wednesday. You're going to feel that shift, and you may get kind of like a reality check on your ideas that day. Of course, we also have that Venus that we were talking about. Venus and Scorpio is making opposition to Uranus and Taurus. And, we've been talking about Uranus and Taurus all year. It's just causing major disruptions in our culture, in our world. Any sort of earth-related activities, that could mean weather, it could mean food supply chain disruption, all of that stuff that is tangible, because, Taurus is also an earth sign. So that will be happening on Thursday, the 23rd. The moon will also move into Taurus that day. So at least there's a more lighter energy to soften whatever harshness comes through with that opposition between Venus and Uranus on that day. So it's going to be an exciting week. I think there's going to be some major things happening. My mentor, if you listen to Ann Ortley's weekly weather, then you can sort of see what she's been saying. Of course, I usually do my forecast the day before she does, so I don't take her ideas or use her information. I just want to make sure I use my own. But listening to her podcast today before I did this, I was like, oh, okay, yeah, yep, that's definitely going to be it. So I recommend going listening to her podcast. If you don't listen to Anne Ortelee's Weekly Weather, then go and check it out. She talks a lot about kind of a big week. It's going to be a lot of activity. So, I just want to sort of send my love out to everybody because I know it's been a year. It's been, it's like we're in a whole new world, right? It's just, you didn't think, things get weirder than last year, but it's definitely gotten weirder, definitely gotten more disruptive. So, hang in there. Everything is going to be moving. Astrology's in cycles. Nothing ever stays the same in astrology. So that's always something I sort of hold on to for comfort because, not everything's changing constantly. So if things are tough for you right now, if this is a tough week for you, if things are just kind of blowing up in your face a little bit, the cardinal seasons are very triggery. I mean, they're kind of like the lightning rods of the year, right? We shift the seasons, and that's a big deal for people. So if that's uncomfortable for you, big hugs to everybody to get through that. But it is exciting, right? So this is going to be an exciting week, and I hope that everything is going well for you, and I hope you have a great week. So I will be back on Saturday next week to do the forecast. And yeah, there's more stuff happening. I mean, yeah, I could go into more Saturday. Well, I'll tell you on Saturday next week. So have a great night, and I will see you soon.